Hi, I'm Nicole Nelson. I'm a blogger at Homestead to Heaven, and I am not an essential oil expert. Anyway, so no, I am not an essential oil expert. And you might be looking at me kind of funny, like, Nicole, you sell essential oils. You teach classes on essential oils. And yeah, I do. But it doesn't make me an expert. And really, it's not necessarily the essential oils themselves that I utilize the most in my home. Essential oils are part of what I utilize for my home and my family. And I will get to that in a moment. Okay, so what am I? I'm not an essential oil expert and teach these classes. Well, first of all, I am a mom of 5 kids, so it's pretty busy around here. We are also naturally minded, so I look for ways, or you'll hear more of the story in a moment, but now we're like, we want ways to, products, things, resources that will allow us to live more naturally. And we're busy. So I need an easy button. And that's what Young Living has been for us. And I'll illustrate for you kind of this journey and what exactly happened, what it means for me to not be an essential oil expert, and really what it is we do and what I am instead. I started out being introduced to essential oils, not really knowing what they were. I had been studying to be a nurse prior to being introduced to these products and to Young Living essential oils. And other than that, so I was health minded, but I never really grew up or knew much about natural alternatives. But it was intriguing. Like, I knew, herbs were used for medicine, a while back, and I always wanted kind of an herbal, medicinal herb garden. But besides that, it was nothing more than an interest of like, oh, that sounds cool. I think that'd be beneficial for my family. That seems relevant. But it wasn't until later, a few years later, from getting started with them, that I actually kind of had a renewed interest in essential oils. And in that space of a few years, I started getting more naturally minded. Again, I didn't grow up that way. We went to the doctors all the time. Antibiotics were heavily used. We ate rather healthy. There were certain preservatives my brother couldn't have, so we stayed away from those. But we use Clorox all the time. My mom is an avid believer in Clorox wipes. I'm slowly changing her mindset a little bit, but she loves Clorox. And bleach is all through our house all the time. Oh, not our house, but their house all the time. Every day, almost every surface. But in this time after I was married, after I got started with the essential oils, we started having this mindset shift, just very little bits at a time, to the point where I was like, okay, well, I want to start trying to find a way to bring in some kind of income for our family, and went ahead and started making some beeswax candles. And in that process, had a renewed interest in essential oils. And then I started looking into selling essential oils and starting a blog. Again, as other sources of income. And then also with my oils, just making sure, okay, I need to make sure I trust the company and why and all this stuff. So I had to cover my bases, but that's kind of it. That started this next forward motion into Young Living essential oils and our non-toxic home. Because non-toxic living is really my thing with essential oils, with Young Living essential oils specifically, because they have become my easy button. I Again, I'm a mom of 5 kids. I had babies right after another. My oldest 3 are 13 months and 14 months apart. I was busy. I didn't want to have to, and I am busy. I don't want to have to keep turning over the bottles. When I go to the store, I don't have to worry about them getting something in their mouth. I don't want to have to worry that, oh, this says natural, but what is this product doing in here? Or this ingredient doing in here? This isn't right. There's something off here. And with Young Living, I didn't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that. So it's my easy button. I can just order what I need when I need it, which I need something every month. There's always something product-wise or personal care-wise or something. There's always something that, we might be out of, or I need to make something, or, whatever. So we generally order every month. And I like that freedom of having products to purchase, being able to make products that I would rather make, and then having the oils to address our health concerns. So typically with me, again, I'm not an essential oil expert. If you ask me, oh, what is this oil for? What does this oil do? What can I use to support this system of my body? It's hit or miss. I could very well be like, I'm not quite sure, but I know somewhere. I know some resources that I can send you. I can help you look it up. Let's look at this. I know someone we can talk to. And that's the beauty of it for me. Like, I don't have to know. I don't know. I'm not going to know, because we each have such unique health concerns. Now, I could tell you a little bit more about what we use certain oils for. I could tell you that we will not go without getting RC and Dorado Azul for my daughter. But if you ask me about patchouli, I've never used patchouli on its own. It's in a lot of blends that I use. And I like to play and fiddle around with different ones. Well, I can't tell you what they're all for. And so, again, I'm not an essential oil expert. I'm your everyday mom going through life, and living's my easy button to non-toxic products for my family. There you have it. But while we're here, let me go a little deeper into this. As many of you know, like I said, I am a blogger at homesteadtoheaven.com. And I had these 2 ventures, my blogging, which initially was trying to have a blog to encourage other people who wanted to pursue homesteading but couldn't, who were in town, who didn't, our town doesn't allow farm animals. So really all we can do is garden, and we have a 1/4 acre, and most of it is house. So and then kids area and all that stuff. So we have limited space. And I'm still not, like, some people, I know someone else could probably utilize our yard and take so much better advantage of it, but that's not even here nor there, but I'm not there yet. So what it ended up being, as we've continued to progress in our knowledge of essential oils, Young Living, I started learning more about how to be more proactive in our health instead of reactive. And this came about mostly because there was a whole FDA issue going on where people were claiming that essential oils cured certain sicknesses and diseases and whatnot. And that's not what they do. They support the body. They don't cure anything. They support the body. And so with these claims, there were things with the FDA, and you can't say certain things. And so it ended up being more of a education on learning how to be proactive and really what these oils are for, what these products are for, and being proactive with our health. And as my mindset was shifting in that direction, it's like, oh, okay, I'm not trying to fix anything. I'm trying to prevent anything. I'm trying to work with my body. I'm trying to work with the way things are. I'm not trying to change things in in a way that isn't natural. And with that shift came a whole series of other shifts that has us where we are now and where we are with our blog today. And that is more of it still homestead to heaven, because my dream is still to have a homestead. But the lifestyle blog of be intentionally getting there. Because who else is out there? Do you? Like, are you someone who has dreams, but then this gap between your dreams and reality just seems so huge and insurmountable? That's where we are, or we've been. Like, our dreams are rather realistic, in a matter of speaking, but they seem so far away to us. Like, they seem insurmountable, at least to me at some points, And this whole journey is about bridging the gap between our dreams and realities, chunking it down, intentionally going about our day, each week, each month, with a purpose, slowly building on each other until we reach those dreams. And you know what? Life isn't about, we're never going to get there. We're never going to have the full experience of perfection, because that's just not realistic. But what is realistic is continuing to work with God and say, okay, these are my desires. These are the desires you placed on my heart. Let's get there, slowly but surely, and bridging the gap even when it seems like there is no way we can do so. So Young Living just fits right in with that, because it is our easy button to non-toxic living, which goes in our health category, being intentional with our health and being intentionally having a toxin-free home. And as you'll see, I have a blog post that I posted last week. I asked if is family goal setting obsolete? And then it goes into our goals in a health. Some of them is using the oils in a specific way for our family, because really using them in a toxin-free way isn't a goal anymore. It's habit. It's just what we do. So I don't have to make that a goal anymore, because we've achieved it and excel at it to a pretty good degree. So that's where we are. This is why I'm not an essential oil expert. I can help you with your essential oil needs, and I can help you with your toxin-free home needs, and I can be there for you and encourage you as you also look to bridge the gap between your dreams and reality. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll talk to you soon.